All right. Feeney Talks with Friends, episode 94 with Eric Bergenn. Eric B in the house. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you doing, Eric?
Pretty good.
I am the third Eric to ever be on this podcast,
Yes.
counting you.
I'm one, Eric Brown from West Hartford Lock, which is a sponsor. We'll get to that.
All right.
Follow-up question with the locks. 3 keys. I'm going to give you a little hint. 3 keys. So Eric Brown, and you're the second Eric B, actually. Man, Eric B and Eric B.
Have you had Rakim on yet?
You know, what's his jam? This is classic jam. I was just about to say Eric B. Eric B for president. Yeah. And nice and smooth. I was gonna say nice and smooth, but that's nice and smooth. Boy. Anyway.
Yeah.
Last episode, 93. Riley Fox, the all-time leading scorer at Conard High School.
All right.
Going to Yale. Great kid. Great podcast. Go back and check it out. What's your favorite sport?
Ooh, that's a good question. To play,
yeah.
I'm assuming. I mean, nowadays golf because I'm old, and I don't run around as much. I played basketball growing up and soccer.
Nice.
I would honestly. We were talking about that before. I got to get back into playing basketball every now and then.
All right.
Got the little ones though. It's hard.
Well, like you said, my name's Eric Feeney, founder and president of Friends of Feeney. Our mission is to help children and families that need assistance after heartbreak or tragedy. I use this podcast, Feeney Talks with Friends, and I talk to wonderful people in the community that are doing great things. And Eric Bergenn does wonderful things in our community with Bergenn Financial. How's Bergenn Financial going?
Bergenn Financial's going well. We're celebrating our 1-year anniversary this month.
You're right around the corner, right?
Right around the corner, 45 South Main.
45 South Main. Do you have an email?
Eric@bergenn.com.
Phone number?
I guess you can call me 860-544-5729. Honestly, just go to bergenn.com. Check us out there. There's enough information. You can contact us right there.
Great little new logo in the B and the F.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Clean,
fresh.
Clean, fresh. Keep it easy.
So let's get right into it. 3 keys.
3 keys.
What are 3 keys that make you a great financial advisor?
Ooh, that's a really, really interesting question. So one, I would say, is the ability to listen, right? For me to be very good at what I do is not about me prescribing things to people. It's about me listening to what they're trying to do and help them find the right solutions and the right approaches to what they're trying to do. Number 2 is understanding that being good means not thinking that you're everything. Right, so the right solutions out there are often relatively simple, and it's just about me trying to align people with the best decision making. Not about me being better than the next advisor, but about me helping someone be the best version of themselves. And then third, I would say, is just independence. The reason that I started Bergenn Financial Group was to separate from an industry where a lot of folks that are out there doing what I do, they have ties to investment companies or insurance companies, which might be great organizations, so there's nothing wrong with that. But by being independent, I don't have any investment company or insurance company trying to get me to sell their products or to promote their investments. And I'm out there working for my clients, and there's no one out there influencing me other than my clients. So so those are the 3 keys. Good listening, right? Not thinking I'm all that great, just helping people find the right solutions, and independence.
Very cool. And how long have you been around?
I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I should probably look that up because that's kind of a milestone. But I don't know exactly when I got registered, but I've been doing this for about 10 years, and it was only last December, that I jumped ship and started Bergenn Financial Group.
What inspired you to go into that profession?
I got into it by accident. I was out of college. I was thinking there were a few things I wanted to do. Business consulting, I really thought would be really fun, but it's hard to get into business consulting when you're, a young kid essentially without much business experience. So I got offered a role basically. So I was working for the Department of Financial Institution at CCSU. Go Blue Devils. And I was working for someone, the director of institutional advancement. Her name is Cindy Kayer. She's no longer in that role. I think she's still connected to CCSU though. And I was helping her prepare an annual report for the alumni board. And she knew me to be kind of nerdy, heady into the numbers. So she asked me to prepare the numbers part of this report. And she asked me to present it to the alumni board. And at the time, I did not realize how much of a cool opportunity that was. I was just kind of nervous to get it right. So I got it right. I presented well. I've always been comfortable presenting in front of people. So I wasn't nervous about that. I was just nervous about doing it right. And I had offers from a lot of people afterwards to come work for them because I was comfortable dealing with complex numbers and presenting in front of a room full of executives. And again, I didn't recognize that's what it was until people told me that you were good at doing that. So of all the kind of opportunities I had, a couple were in insurance. And I feel like there's two things about everyone from Connecticut is they don't want to get into insurance. They want to leave Connecticut. Right. And I love Connecticut. I don't really want to get out of here. But I think I did have a little bit of that. Like, I don't want to just go work for the insurance machine right away. I appreciate what insurance does for our state, but the other opportunity was to join the company and work as a financial advisor. And I thought this is kind of cool. And I could take the risk right now. I got nothing to lose, so I'll do this until I find something else. And I fell in love with it, and I also hated it. So I fell in love with the idea of helping people, but I hated what I saw in the industry, which was a bunch of people just selling whatever made them a commission instead of helping people get, make better financial decisions. So, I was kind of driven to overcome the bad side of the industry and to help people. And I love the idea that I can help people make some of the most important decisions they're ever going to make.
Yeah, for sure. What was your major at Central?
Econ. I was an economics guy, minor in philosophy.
Nice.
So got a deep side too.
I like it. I took a lot of philosophy classes at Southern. Yeah. Go Owls.
Yeah. Okay, my wife went to Southern.
Hoot, hoot, fighting owls. Sociology with a minor of psychology with a lot of philosophy classes. Yeah. So
what area of philosophy did you enjoy the most?
Oof. I think there was just like that greater good question was always a good one.
Sure. So ethics.
Ethics, yes, that's what it was.
Sure. I really enjoyed ethics, religion. I'm not a religious guy. It's fascinating how much religion shaped our culture, so I really loved that. Existentialism was a thing for when you really wanted to work.
Did you take a lot of math classes?
Yeah, you had to. I mean, a lot of stats.
Yeah.
Econ is, everyone thinks it's a business class, and all the business majors have to take some econ. A lot of people have to. But it's a social science because it's a lot of stats, and it's really how, like, I think the most basic definition of economics is how people make decisions about, using money. But it's really just how people make decisions. Money is just the measuring stick.
Yeah. So. Maybe it can connect you with our last guest, Riley Fox, senior in high school. His favorite class is economics.
No kidding.
There you go.
It's a great major. It's a great.
What suggestions or advice would you give him?
Well, first of all, it's a great major because if you look at majors and the professions you can get into. I remember when I was trying to decide. As a matter of fact, at first I was kind of leaning towards psychology just because how the mind works, interesting, and I was looking at a couple different things. And when I went to my econ professors, office hours or whatever, they had a thing on the wall where it was talking about how much money you can make with all these different majors. And I'm not incredibly money driven, but I still want to make a good living. So I'm looking at everything, and the thing that stood out to me was economics is kind of high on the list, but it certainly wasn't the top. But then it showed, of all those different things that were like top 10 on the list or whatever, the top 10 jobs in each one of those professions. Economics, they're all different because you can apply it to anything.
Yeah.
So it's not, if you get an engineering degree, if you're going to make money as an engineer, you're going to be an engineer, right? And
what are some you can do, like accountant?
You could go that direction.
Advisor.
Lawyer.
It's
one of the most common undergraduate degrees for a lawyer. Is economics and philosophy. Actually, are the two probably most common. And
8th grade yearbook I wrote. I want to be a lawyer.
Science. Yeah, you're a political guy. You like the political sciences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's obviously the number one lawyer.
That's cool. I would not.
But yeah, econ and philosophy are up there, and a lot of law schools like those two combined. if it's something people are looking to get into. No, but advice for someone that likes econ and enjoys sports, honestly, enjoy the experience. I don't know what your undergrad was like, but for me, it's the experience of participating in things, learning how to work with the school administration, the teachers, the students, the clubs, it's a great opportunity to learn how to get along with others and live in a community.
I took a lot of anthropology classes and just Irish history. Like, you get to pick and choose some cool classes based on your likes. And absolutely. I thought that was great. And awesome. Then, like you said, undergrad doesn't have to lead you to your career. It's just because then I got my master's in elementary ed, and that led me to my career.
I think that it's important to just become well-rounded, to learn enough about different things and to be able to apply that. I think that the thing that everyone should be able to do after attending college is be able to differentiate between, what's correct and incorrect, how to research something, how to verify facts, right? Things like that. It's not necessarily, you're not supposed to be an expert. That's what a master's or PhD is for, really, right? A PhD is supposed to be an expert. Undergrad, you're supposed to just kind of learn about the world. So,
and we have some common friends that are financial advisors.
We do.
Do you know any? I have past guests.
Okay.
Can I? Chris Clarke.
Chris Clarke.
You know Chris Clarke? Is he a
love Chris Clarke? He is a financial advisor. Yeah, the freckled financial phenom over at Merrill Lynch.
So I got a goal for you.
Conduit for all things Bank of America. I don't know if I'm not allowed to advertise other financial advisors, but I can talk really good about them.
Okay.
Right? Chris Clarke's a great.
He was a guest on episode 32. Go back and check it out. Wow. So here's a goal. He has 37 likes on the YouTube channel. Can you top that?
Absolutely. I can create 38 accounts.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'll find out. Let's see. Let's
Chris
see what
Clarke,
I can do.
most liked episode.
Really?
Episode 32.
Okay.
He hasn't had the highest views. That goes to Dylan Locke.
Okay.
And but he also has. So
I will.
Chris Clarke.
It would mean something to me.
You're friendly competition.
Yeah, we're incredibly friendly.
He's doing great things. I love that guy.
He's a wonderful human being. I could not think of a bad thing to say about Chris Clarke. He's a wonderful human being.
41 is Cy Hess.
I don't know Cy.
Cy Hess is also the president of the West Hartford Youth Baseball League.
Oh, no kidding.
Cy Hess is a financial advisor.
I sponsor the Youth Baseball League. So
yep. Okay.
Cool. I feel like I've heard his name before.
Played baseball at UConn.
Okay, so he's a ball player.
Yep. Nice. Great guest. Go back and check that out. 41.
Will do.
Evan Gilchrist.
That name rings a bell, but I don't think do you know who he's with? What company?
Lincoln, maybe.
Lincoln? Yeah, I think I might have. I think I met him at one of Avi's events. Does that check out? Yeah, well.
I guess I should know.
John Decker.
He's at the Royal Bank of Canada or Royal RBC. Canadian Bank.
RBC Wealth Management. They're a good shop.
He's episode 65.
All right. Oh, so he's recent. No, that was a while ago still. I'm way down the list.
And then future guest.
Ben
Fuchs. You know Ben Fuchs?
Ben Fuchs. I heard that he's pretty good at basketball.
I don't know about that.
Have you ever played him?
I have to debate that.
Yeah?
Fun fact. Ben Fuchs and I shouldn't even admit this. What minute are we, Steph, so I can delete this later? Minute 15. So Ben Fuchs and I started talking smack on a group chat. We both play center at the JCC, the Jewish Community Center over there. I've been in there for 15 years. I am Friends of Feeney sponsors a team. Friends of Feeney is defending champs of the Winter League. We are currently we're going for back-to-back. It may not happen, but this John Decker's on my team. He's a great defensive player and a great shooter. But anyway, Ben Fuchs. So we're talking. Friendly talk. Then it gets a little aggressive. So we challenge each other to a one-on-one in Near's backyard. Near has a backyard. It's a little tight, but it's got a beautiful glass backboard, beautiful leather ball, one-on-one. And Fuchs, not realizing this, but he's got me by at least 20 to 30, possibly 40 pounds. and maybe 2
That
inches.
was a really nice way of putting that.
Maybe 2 inches.
Sure.
So he backs me down. He does this wide elbow swing to clear out, hook shot.
Okay.
How many times can I take that? You know?
Yeah, especially if he's got a few inches on you and he's swinging around here.
Yeah.
That's right up in your.
This is
in the
all I
business.
have. This is all
He's
I
giving
have.
you the
This
business.
is my money maker. That's all I have.
How much money make we got?
None. This is all I got going for my pretty face. So he's swinging it. So after a while, then the hard fouls come.
Sure. You gotta start hacking eventually.
Yeah. Then it gets chippy. And then the near, I love you, but it was a little tight, so I couldn't get my shots. I need to space him out.
Right.
And bring him out
Right.
to challenge me outside so I could shake
You
him
got the
up
quick
with my
Quick
handles.
moves, right? Yeah, the handles.
Because I'm like Jason Williams. I would have
some
went
white
behind the
chocolate.
back.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe not.
You need someone to pass to.
It might have been 11-6, 11-4. I didn't do too well.
No.
Ben Fuchs, I want my rematch. We're talking about maybe make it a fundraiser.
Okay.
Facebook Live. You can take bets. I'm going to do training like Rocky in Rocky 4. I put a little picture of Ben Fuchs in my mirror. Look at it every day like
Every
Drago.
single day. Yeah.
And do sit-ups with Uncle Paulie holding my feet. And
Oh,
then
that's
run through
great.
the snow with
That is
a big
great.
log. I'm going to be training for Ben Fuchs. I'm going to put on some LBs.
You're gonna have to put on some LBs. That's the key.
Sometimes, one time I slept on the couch. I left on Channel 3. I wake up in the middle of the night, and guess who I see on TV?
Probably Ben Fuchs.
It was like a nightmare. I couldn't believe it. He's in my sleep.
Like you're still sore.
I was like,
You're still
what's this
resting your
guy's-
jaw from after his.
He's got a
his chicken
recognizable
wing.
voice, and I'm like,
He does.
Is that? No, it's not. And I was
Ben
like,
Fuchs.
off,
Yeah,
quick.
you couldn't.
Ben Fuchs
Ben Fuchs.
does great things.
He's
all right.
He's
And then a couple years-
I wouldn't call him like Chris Clarke great.
No,
But he's a good dude.
He's not Chris Clarke.
No.
He's not Decker.
Uh,
Is he an Evan Gilchrist? Evan Gilchrist also plays in the league. John Decker plays in the league.
okay.
Ben Fuchs is.
He's in there.
Well, this guy Ty runs the league.
Yeah.
Ty is episode 22. Ty, for some reason, I don't know if Ty owes Ben money or has some sort of blackmail on him, but Ty will always draft Ben Fuchs.
Sure.
They're best friends since they were kids.
Well, maybe he saw his performance on you one-on-one. He's like, I gotta get if he can beat Feeney back-to-back champs potentially.
Yes.
Still working on it. Then I
But,
gotta get this guy in my.
But he has multiple championships because of Ty. But Fuchs is kind of good too. Fuchs is all right. Ben Fuchs, you're all right. Minute 15.
You're all right.
From minute 15 to 18, we're going to
gonna
review
block
this.
that
And
out.
maybe
We're
delete it.
gonna be very, very careful.
But Ben Fuchs is and Ty made a little Fuchs versus Feeney trophy. So there's a trophy out there
you
with
think it's in
presented
Ben's
and there's
office right
pictures.
now in his home?
Ben probably has it on his mantle.
You would imagine.
It's
'Cause
like-
you got to mean that much to him.
Yeah, it's like Ben would be like getting married, the birth of his kids, the Feeney versus Fuchs trophy. In that order. Maybe.
The most important things in his life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine that if I beat you at basketball, it would come in close third to those two things.
Yeah.
Right?
And while we're on the group chat, Billy Markowitz. Billy, you're going to be a guest. I promise you, Billy, you'll be a guest. Billy Marco, great guest, great person.
We got to get. I really enjoy every now and then. I'm watching I'm like getting ready for a game, like an early game or whatever, and I throw on. Is it Channel 3, whatever it is?
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden it's like something finance with the Fuchs or whatever. It's not. It's great just because I know this guy and I can't take him seriously, but I can't stop watching either.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He's a good dude. He's a good financial
Almost like his
advisor.
hoop game. He has that one move, that one hook shot, one
right.
elbow. He does chuck some threes, very high release.
Does he have like the old man rainbow shot?
Yes.
Like back of the head?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very unorthodox.
I played at the Y a lot growing up, and basketball at the Y. There's every type of players
Mm-hmm.
there, right? You get the guys that played in college. Like these guys are good.
Yep.
Played D1 basketball, and then you get these guys that show up.
Just there for a workout.
My type of body shape, not that imposing. they got the goggles.
The elbow
They got
pad, the knee pad.
Yeah, and they show up here. I was like, what is this guy doing here? And you can't block their shot because it's coming from behind their head.
Yeah.
And they won't miss. Yeah.
Fuchs.
Ben Fuchs.
Friends of Fuchs.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Fuchs Financial. Shout out.
Well, a couple years ago, Hartford's Finest. Remember that? Hartford's Finest by the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation.
Yeah.
We congratulations on earning the Hartford's Finest.
You as well.
And yes, thank you for bringing that up. We both earned it at the same time, which
right.
leads me to my next thing. That was 2020. So Hartford's Finest.
Yeah, that was a weird time to be raising money.
We did a lot of stuff
right
on Zoom. You were really musical talented. You won the music trivia.
I won.
Do you
the music
recall?
trivia.
Swept. I think you got every single question right.
Probably.
Song, lyric, year. I was impressed.
I don't know a lot about a lot, but for some reason I just have this random encyclopedia of music knowledge. But I've realized recently that it's slipped.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't have it anymore. Like I dropped off.
So this is episode 94. I figure you're an older kind of guy like me. 1994 was a great year of music. Can you recall any albums from 1994?
All right. Oh, Jesus. 94.
And it was a great year of hip-hop. I originally looked up hip-hop because I was a sophomore, 1992, 93, 94. I was like a sophomore, junior.
I was young.
So you were young.
I was
fifth or sixth grade.
9.
Oh,
I was
boy.
9 in 94.
So that's not your wheelhouse.
But
well, let's hear it.
I'm trying to think. The grunge is probably what I would have listened to a lot in the late 90s. And of course, the best albums had come out in the last decade. So I listened to the music from the 90s just in the late 90s. I was in high school for Y2K. Geez. All right. So there's got to be some. What would have come out in the 90s that I really would have gotten down with? There's got to be some.
I have a big list here, so you can
there's
just...
a big list. There's some Nirvana was still out.
All
in
right.
the 90s.
See, I think I saw Nirvana.
In Utero, was that 94?
Actually, it was their Unplugged in New York.
Oh yeah.
94. Great album.
Great album. Dave Grohl does a little singing on that. What else is there? Is Super Unknown? Is that?
Who sings that? What is that?
That's some grunge there. I'm always gonna forget things when I'm on a mic. That's just how
course.
It's gonna work.
So immediately that puts my brain to Biggie Smalls' "Ready to Die."
Okay.
Nas Illmatic.
One
of the greatest albums of all time. Only 10 songs. Southern Player and Cadillac Music by Outkast. Great album.
Andre 3000 just came out with a new album.
Flute. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. I really want to.
I think he's an amazing artist, and
he is an underappreciated talent in music. And he is an appreciated talent. I'm not saying that he's underrated. People recognize how good he is, but people recognize him for Outkast, and he's so much more than that.
There's a classic clip when it was like East versus West, and they were beefing at the BET Awards, and he got on there. And he's like, "Listen, the down south, you guys are your beef, but we're coming up," and they actually did.
Yeah,
and it was great.
Yeah,
Ludacris and all these guys down south, the deep south.
Yeah, ATL.
So those are my three, like
ATL
Ready to Die, Illmatic, and Southern. What is it? Southern Catapassy. It's so fresh and so clean.
Oh,
clean. I think that was on that.
That I feel it. Yeah, I believe you're right. And I feel so. My wife is one to break out in a song whenever she hears a song lyric. She'll just suddenly sing the lyric, and that's it. Just that one line and move on.
If I hear a word,
and
it's like
every time. So, but yeah, that is a giving a bath to the kids moment. You hear the "so fresh and so clean" lyrics frequently.
What about "Tikal" by Method Man?
Method Man.
Ill Communication by Beastie Boys.
Some woo.
Weezer came out in 94.
They started in 94, right?
Yeah, Weezer, the album. Green Day, can you name the album? 1994 Green Day album?
That Dookie?
That's Dookie. Stone Temple Pilots had an album.
TP.
It's a color. It's a color.
Wait. STP Purple.
Purple. Very good. Neil Young had a...
Purple's a great album.
Neil Young, even 1994.
Really? Okay,
Pantera, 1994. Boys to Men, 1994.
Which Pantera? The Great Southern Trendkill?
Far
Beyond Driven.
Yep.
All right.
Far Beyond Driven. TLC, 1994. Just saw them at concert at Saratoga Springs.
Which TLC? Was that the big one? Was that the one with waterfalls on it?
I think so.
Yeah. Is it Crazy Sexy
Very
Cool
good.
or whatever?
Crazy Sexy Cool.
Oh, that's great.
Don't go chasing your...
I'm not going to sing Waterfalls with you on this podcast, but...
Let's go. Let's sing together.
We could do
How
something.
about Scrubs? Let's do Scrubs.
No.
From the passenger side of your best friend's ride, trying to holler at me.
Oh, that is great. Remember that song, No Pigeons?
Yeah.
That was such a bad... You're trying to come back at TLC and imagine making a comeback battle rap, but just losing yourself. Like you didn't even have to...
It's a one-hit wonder. They came out with Pigeons, and
so
to never be heard of again.
Appropriately. Oh my god!
I know you're a big music guy. I thought 94. Yeah, you're a little younger. You're a little younger than I thought.
Yeah, but no, those are. I mean, what a great year of music.
But Ready to Die, come on.
Ready to Die.
So Illmatic and Ready to Die both had babies on the cover.
Alice in Chains.
Oh,
Jar of Flies.
I saw it. I saw it on here.
That would have came out in '94. Was it Jar? Yeah, I think it was Jar of Flies.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Which album came out in '94?
I'm not seeing.
They might have had an off year in '94.
Oh, the Cranberries.
Cranberries.
Rest in peace. She just passed away.
Oh, no kidding.
The lead singer, yeah. All right, music. That was our
We're getting
music
to that
trivia.
point. We're getting to that point, you know.
Alice in Chains, did you say?
Yeah, Jar of Flies.
Jar of Flies. Boom.
I'm a big Alice in Chains fan.
Okay.
So grunge was my go-to. I played. I learned how to play drums in high school.
Oh, nice.
And I don't still play, but I played until somewhat recently. I will play again, not publicly.
How about this Veruca Salt? That's weird.
Salt.
You know who Veruca Salt is?
I think that name rings a bell.
Veruca Salt is one of the kids that got a golden ticket and went to Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
She was the stubborn little spoiled kid.
Okay.
Daddy, I want it now. But I guess that was the name of
an album or
album by American Thighs. Never heard of them.
No idea.
Thought that was weird. Madonna came out in '94. Bush came out in '94.
Bush. Was that Bush? The album Red with polka dots on it?
It's a number.
Yeah. I don't.
Meat Puppets. You ever hear of them?
Puppets.
Johnny Cash came out.
Meat Puppets were a
Beck.
big one-hit wonder. Beck was
Pearl Jam, Oasis, Blur, Hole, Beastie Boys, Soundgarden.
What Pearl Jam album was that?
Vitorology.
The Pearl Jam. Yeah, no, that's a style of music that got me into playing music. I think more than any other. I listened to a lot of the classic rock stuff, but that was like hey, there's still rock and roll, you know. Nowadays, there's less of it, but it's still there.
And shout out to our couple sponsors.
Okay, what do we got?
Luna Pizza.
We're
here at 999 Farmington Avenue. Alex, episode 70, great podcast. You like Luna Pizza?
I love Luna Pizza.
Don't say no. Please don't say no.
Luna Pizza. So the chamber does their minority business network meetings here. They do Luna Pizza is such a good
Minority
go-to.
Business Week, the fourth Friday of the month.
That's right. Shout out West Hartford Chamber of Commerce and the Minority Business Network.
That's how I hooked up with Alex, and that's why I'm here. One day there was a snow day. It ended up not snowing, but they canceled school. It was a Friday. It was in December.
Okay.
He said, come down to the minority meeting. I met Chris. I met this DeJohn Wagner from the Urban League. He became a guest. Chris Clarke was here. Dick Blumenthal showed up.
All right.
I was wearing a sweater that had the elf hat. And connected with Alex and been here ever since. And that was a minority meeting from the chamber.
Luna Pizza reminds me of the best pizza places that we went to as kids in the 90s.
Yeah.
Because they have great grinders, they got a full menu, but everyone comes here for their one thing.
Yeah.
But there's so many different one things that people come here for. I had random dinner here with Matt Matt Banniver,
Matt
a
Banniver.
few weeks ago. He just like randomly asked me if I was free,
Oh yeah.
and that was the way to do it.
Speaking of Luna Pizza. All right.
Do some
Well,
hot wings.
we'll do some hot. Well, we're gonna save the hot wings to the end.
Oh,
it's smart.
You got the hot wings?
Not
too?
yet. We got some sauces coming. Though.
Oh boy, I don't know
It's
what I was
gonna
getting myself
it's gonna ruin
into.
your night.
I
It's
wasn't
gonna
planning for
ruin
this. All right.
your night. I can't wait.
I gotta come home and breathe fire in my case.
Hot fire.
Hot fire.
I also want to shout out DirectLine Media.
DirectLine Media.
What do you know about DirectLine Media?
Well, I listen. This is not my first DirectLine Media.
I know.
Podcast.
Let's talk about number 28.
Number 28. Is that Dave?
You were episode
Oh, on
number
his.
28
On his.
from Behind the Brand.
From behind the brand.
Dave
Yeah.
is flannel. You and
Dave.
your
I probably was wearing a Bard shirt that day.
Bard shirt.
Shout out Matt Banniver, Bard's Clothing.
So yeah,
Telling
check it
your
out.
story
It was
through custom
filmed on
clothing.
March 6, 2023. You were episode 28. Really cool that Dave has the links. I put the number of the comment. Dave has the number with a hyperlink that you can just click and it sends you right there. Dave, come on, Dave.
Wait, I mean, shouldn't you be doing that though?
Right? I have to do it, but Dave needs to teach me.
Dave needs to tell you how to do it. Here's the thing though. I'm gonna help out with this episode because I need to make sure that we get those likes.
You're shooting for 37. You got to beat
38.
38. You got to
38.
beat Chris Clarke,
I don't want to tie
the
Chris.
freckled phenom,
I have freckles too.
financial.
They only come out in the summer. though. So freckle financial phenom, Chris.
Yeah,
Clarke.
you had some comments. You had beer time, so I clicked to beer time. You guys were pouring beers. More kids. We found out you're having more kids.
Yeah.
Clicked on something else.
I didn't find out I was having more. You know what? I probably was admitting at that point. I was probably coming to the terms at that point.
Because are you in zone defense or are you still man to man?
We're making the switch.
Yeah.
In February. So
Okay, that's
my
right.
wife's due with our third.
Yes, that's right. So you're in the prevent.
Yeah. Right
Scramble,
now.
prevent.
Right now, yeah.
You're man
I
to
would
man
call
right
this-
now.
It's kind of a box and one. You know, I'm just running around like a maniac trying to follow the ball. We're getting ready for that zone coming up. I'm excited. For the first time, we're not finding
Yeah,
out sex and
Tevin.
gender.
Come on over,
like that.
Tevin. What sauces do you have for us today?
Oh man.
This is, we had to do a replacement, the bomb on this one. And this one is a whiskey. It's kind of, I ain't gonna lie, this is my
Okay.
favorite one right here. This
Okay.
is like
Smoke.
stuff.
All right, we'll start
Whiskey,
weak.
smoke ghost.
Yeah, this is the weakest, and we have
And
the
that's-
card right here if you want to read it as well.
Good.
Oh,
Whiskey, smoke,
my eyes
ghost.
hurt looking at it.
And then the bomb, we're going to do
I
this.
told him I would be willing to like have some mild wings.
Yeah, very
And
nice. So this
look
is-
at what I'm getting myself. Oh my god. Feeney.
Dude, this,
Am I gonna be able to like wake up and go to the gym tomorrow? Or not?
no. It's going to hurt today and tomorrow.
Only one.
We'll do, no.
My
This-
face is red probably already just looking at that and with the light.
All right, we're going to
So,
save these for later.
It's gonna be like one of
It's
those
gonna happen at the end.
cartoons where
Alright, you
smoke
guys
comes out of
enjoy.
your ears.
Thanks, Tevin.
Thank you.
Always.
There's a little empty cups here too if you want to pour that out to try it.
Oh,
All right.
God. All right.
Yeah, set the wings up over here,
Yeah,
please.
all right.
We're at Luna Pizza. While he's setting
Luna
up,
Pizza.
so we shouted
Love
out
Luna
Dave.
Pizza.
Wonderful. Check out the Behind the Brand. Dave he's podcasting. He does a great job. You were actually in Brantford. Beautiful place
I
up
went down
there,
to Brantford.
right?
It was my first time seeing it because
Yeah.
I missed his ribbon cutting. It's far, you know. I
Yep.
only get to go there so often. Thank you, sir.
So to start, these are just regular buffalo, Korean, and these are going to be plain to add the sauces at the end so you could burn your face off. And you can
I'm
join
not
Avi and
looking
Jorge.
Well,
You're going to know how they felt.
They raised money. I'm just going to hurt. At least they made a difference. I'm just going to cry.
Riley Fox did it.
Okay.
Katie Hanley did it. Katie
Okay.
Hanley, the CEO of the Jewish Family Foundation.
Yeah. Good people.
So, yeah, come on. Thank
He
you.
doesn't need. All right.
So,
Thank you so much.
before,
I'm
you're going to enjoy these.
I will enjoy round one
The
and two.
enjoyment stops. These are my favorite, these Korean.
Oh my God! I wish I had a live feed to my family so I could say goodbye.
tell them I love them. We'll let you say some final words.
Thank you.
So while this is going up, do you have a favorite restaurant?
Do I have a favorite restaurant? Ooh, I don't know, man. I love having an office in the center because I can go to all these
Oh, wow,
restaurants
yeah.
around here. It's dangerous on both the belt and the wallet, but yeah, no, we I don't know if we have a real regular to go to. Our go-to for meals, and you'll appreciate this, is Doro Marketplace because it's easy. You know what it is. It's relatively simple, even though the flavors are outstanding. But you live in our part of town, right? So it's a great little stop when you need something. But
Did you see the golf sign, the T sign that was in the plant? They had a Friends of Feeney golf tournament in the plant for like quite some time, but they took the plants down.
That's too
They
bad.
sponsored the breakfast sandwich.
All right.
Did you see the video of Scott and I when I ate the breakfast sandwich?
I saw that.
Dude, that got like 800 views. That was pretty cool.
Scott.
I
he's
did
got a big
notice
follow.
no more pictures, more video and talking. 30 seconds or around 30 seconds
Sure.
gets more likes and views.
That's
the world we live in,
key.
a TikTok world,
yeah,
unfortunately.
You gotta know how to plan it out this way. This, you know what you'd have to do if you want this to blow up, you got to make a 40-second reel, and then have that clickable to show to this.
That's the next goal.
Yeah,
Maybe Steph can help me with that.
do you
Little
think,
40-second clip of every podcast.
It's a little reel.
to draw people in. Steph said yes, and a thumbs up. She nodded yes and thumbs up. So that's like pinky promise over there. So I do the center circuit, I call it. We'll stop and get a drink at Harvest with the
Fantastic.
tuna tartare dip. Then we swing around the arugula, gets the salad over there. Then we come up to Zahara and get the beat down drink or the orange carrot
Their cocktails are fantastic.
or their hummus dip with the pitas and the whipped feta and the beets and the chickpeas. Come on.
The best hummus, honestly, that I've had in the area, maybe in the state, maybe ever. I don't know if I've had better hummus.
And my wife loves shrimp, so maybe we'll swing through Max. But we get a little at each spot.
I had lunch today.
All right,
Let's
let's hear about it. Let's hear about it.
With an absolute gem in the community, although she's now up in Granby with her place, but Naima Craft.
Ooh,
I had lunch with Naima at a fair. It was planned to be an hour-long lunch. I think we were there for like 2.5 hours because I love Naima. Check out the craft, best baked goods you can get. I mean, talk about an amazing touch. I'm not one of the few foods that I've never been big on, oysters. She said, Eric, you got to try the oysters at a fair. They're different. And I had them today, and they are out of this world. They do they put a like an absinthe sauce that you put in with a little spoon. It's a little sweet. It like completely takes out that saltwater brine, which the only reason I don't like oysters, I like the oysters themselves. I don't like the saltwater brine. So she's like, I try this, and it blew my mind.
Ooh.
Like I normally will have one or two, I'll put a bunch of hot sauce on, whatever, and then this, I ate half of them. Just I couldn't stop
people
eating.
love
So
the
good.
oysters and the escargot over there, and they spread it on some. I have shellfish allergy, so I don't mess around. I eat octopus and calamar, but I don't eat shellfish, unfortunately.
We're very lucky though with our restaurant. The Russell is a great place to grab lunch.
Yep.
The jerk chicken sandwich is fantastic.
Beef patties, plantanos, oxtail. So Naima, I would love to tell her, hook it up. Will she come on the podcast, or can I go to her?
You'd either want to go to her or do it at a different time. She's on that baker schedule, right? So she's like
early.
going to bed in the morning and then waking up in the afternoon, and then she's got to go bake. So she's on a weird schedule. But you could get her. She would be.
I want to make
delighted.
cookies with her or something. We could record it.
Oh,
Come on.
I will sponsor that podcast.
Ooh. All right, you
Wow.
heard it here first. We'll go to Granby.
Whatever it takes. Go to Granby. She does classes.
Okay.
So you could do that. It'd be great.
That'd be awesome to have a
Totally.
class. And no, I had one of her things at a chamber event. Ah,
So I used to send a lot because she back when they did a lot more deliveries of small amounts. What going to the craft is great for is if you're in like a client services business where you like send out client gifts, send out a box of baked goods from her because it feels so special to get it. It doesn't just feel like some corporate gift, right? And they do they make these cookies They're vegan cookies.
Wow.
That I've sent to all sorts of clients. Every now and then, they're like, "Oh, thanks for these cookies, but I don't eat this." And I'm like, "No, you can eat those." I send cookies to clients that I don't tell them they're vegan cookies. They eat the cookies. Those are the best cookies I ever had.
What are the flavors? Do they make multiple
does-
flavors of the
I know she
vegan
does sugar
cookie?
cookies. I know she does chocolate chip. I know she does oatmeal raisin. I wouldn't be surprised if she does some other things.
So there's no milk, no egg.
Yeah. And
What substance?
I have
what
no idea.
Food
I have no magic. I
in-
assume
ingredient
magic
is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Walnuts,
In the oatmeal raisin, I
soy.
believe so.
Yeah.
I have again. I just assume because it's normal that walnuts wouldn't ruin it, but you'd have to ask Naima. Maybe she can reveal her secrets
Ooh, on
your
the podcast. Yeah, because we're all about going. Next 2 episodes will not be at Luna Pizza, unfortunately. Next week we're going to Cromwell, Float 41.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah
Latiano.
Latiano. Just about to say that.
You're welcome.
Latiano. All right, Sarah, I jacked that up.
She's wonderful.
Sarah, yeah, she was in the National Guard just like I was. We hit it off. My first ever chamber meeting. I'm going to summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
I had my cargo shorts from the military, cut them off, and had U.S. Army Feeney on the side. And she's like, "You were in the Army?" I'm still in the Army at the time. And she has donated so many gift cards and free floats to our raffles. I can't wait to be there. She has a brand new spot in Cromwell. I'm going to do a cold plunge. You ever do one of those?
I've not. It's something I want to try.
Yeah.
And they have the sauna there too, so you can do the hot cold therapy.
Yeah, I'm going to do the hot cold therapy. Yep. So I've floated many times. Yeah,
I tried it for the first time this year. My wife got it as a gift for me.
Oh yeah.
We made a reel, I guess, out of it. We made a video out of it for my business. It was the second most liked video we put online, was just me talking about floating and how weird I thought it was going to be and how much I loved it.
No, it's so cool.
Fantastic.
Did you find yourself having a difficult time relaxing, and then finally when you did relax, it was kind of over, or?
I realized, no. So I did it first. I did a 90-minute.
Oh, yeah.
So I, gave
Smart.
myself the extra time. I made sure to book the oversized room,
Okay.
the oversized tank, so I knew I could really
Yeah.
get around in there. And at first I just didn't know what I was like, if I was doing something wrong. Like, am I in the right spot? And then I realized after laying down, getting all comfortable, that I realized that there's a room you go into and then a separate chamber you go into. And I realized that there was some light coming through, and I was like, oh, you're supposed to turn the light off in the room before you come in here.
Okay.
So I could just kind of see the
Outline around the
edge and the
door.
crack.
Yeah.
And so then I went back out, turned it off, and then I was able to really drift away. And I approach it like meditating, just identify one thought at a time and get rid of it until there's nothing left.
Okay.
Right? And it doesn't
That's
take
smart.
long for me to not have anything
That's
left.
smart.
In there, right? So no, and it was great. I really enjoyed just being, nothing.
Peaceful.
Absolutely.
Did you do music on or off?
I started with it on, and then I turned it off. I realized, no, I want nothing here. I want complete sensory deprivation. I want to lose everything.
Yeah.
And when all of a sudden they, gently bring you back to reality, I get bored quick. I need to be busy, and I could have been there all day.
Did you use the donut, the little styrofoam donut for your head, or?
I got rid of it eventually.
Okay.
I had to ease my way into the whole process. But yeah, no, I went.
No, it puts your body at its most natural state. You're really curved.
Again, it's like, imagine just floating in space. Like the temperature of the water makes it, you can't tell the difference between the air and the water.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's like 10,000 pounds of salt.
Yeah,
It
whatever
makes
it
it
is.
so buoyant. You can float in an I, a T, a Y. Did you do that?
X.
Did you
Yeah,
float in different positions?
Well, I wasn't thinking about what letter it was.
Yeah, come
when
on.
I
You
was
didn't do
doing
E.
it.
Give me a U, C, O, N.
It was like a weird cheerleading moment.
Yeah.
No, I think it was mostly just kind of letting
The
things
X.
go out, and just forgetting everything. So you know what? I think it actually speaks to what floating is like, that I have no idea. I don't even know. I was not connected to my body in that moment.
Yeah.
I was just relaxed.
I like it.
Yeah.
I cannot suggest. Well, we have a recommendation portion. We might as well skip to that. I highly recommend maybe you'll second that, but the Float 41, great place to try. Again, there's 2 locations. There's one in Bishop's Corner behind, not behind Target. It would be like next to Target, behind Blue Plate Kitchen. And then they just opened up a new one in Cromwell. Stay tuned to episode 95 if you want to check out the Cromwell one.
I will check that episode out.
Yeah. Sarah Latiano.
Latiano?
Sarah. She's awesome. I can't wait.
Very good human being.
All right, so, you didn't pick a restaurant, but say, because there's a follow-up question. Just throw out a restaurant, any restaurant.
All right. Let me sneak out of the center real quick for this one.
There you go. There you go.
Let me think. Let me say I'm going up Park. Where am I going? No, you know what? Let's also take the bouginess down. We're in West Hartford. I love it. I love it here. There's a reason. I'm a little bit bougie myself, but let's go out to New Britain Avenue.
Oh, you're speaking my language.
All right. What's the American joint there? Right next to Harvest. Why am I blanking on the name of this place? There's like my go-to.
Beachland Tavern.
Yeah, Beachland.
Beachland.
So Beachland is like, again, similar to Luna, right? It's just like, you want something, you just want food. You just want good food. You're going to get it.
Chip is great.
Yeah, good
Their
people.
general manager is Melissa Waterbury. So every time I see her, I'm like, Waterbury.
Yeah.
My hometown.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's why I shout
out
like
Waterbury.
that. So she's like, I do that every episode. Thank you.
I lived in Waterbury.
Oh, come on. Stop.
For like a year.
All right, let's
Before
get back
moving to Boston.
We got a table to Waterbury. You're at
Okay.
Beachland Tavern.
I'm at Beachland Tavern.
4 guests, dead or alive. Who are they?
Oh, man.
Then we'll talk Waterbury for the next 2 hours.
4 guests, dead or alive, at Beachland Tavern. All right. I'm gonna put my wife in there because I like experiencing really cool things with her.
Okay.
I don't know if that's a reciprocated feeling. I don't think I'd make her top 4, but I think that whatever I'd like to do would be cool if she was there. 4 guests, dead or alive. All right. I'm gonna pick some weird people.
That's the point. Let's go.
So let's get to Karl Marx.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna get into political philosophy at all right now. All I know is that no one thinks that the work of Karl Marx is meh, right?
Yeah.
They either love it or hate it. I want to learn more about this guy. I have no idea whether or not he'd be interesting to talk. I have a feeling he'd be pretty dry. But you know what? Actually, if I'm bringing Karl Marx, I gotta kick Lauren out. She wouldn't want to be there. All right.
You could bring her home a doggy bag from Beachland. She's been there before.
As long as I bring her the smoked kitchen sink wings,
Yep.
she'll be good. All right. So Lauren's out. All right. Karl Marx, Jim Morrison.
That's a good one.
I feel like that will only be weird. And then, all right, dead or alive. All right, so those guys are both dead. I got to pick someone alive at this point.
Some people always do that. They're like, I got a politician, I need a singer, I need an athlete.
No, I don't need any of that. I need I'd put my father in there, but he likes to talk, and then I wouldn't get to.
You're like, Dad, let Karl.
Yeah,
let
come
Karl
on,
Marx talk a little
exactly.
bit.
I hear you all the time. He's a smart guy, so it'd be fun to. But all right, so let's see. What can I think of that would be fantastic? Of an alive person that just really. Do I want it to be someone impressive or just someone interesting? Definitely got a little bit of both in there so far. I want a comedian there. I got to break it up a little bit. And as long as I got some heady guys there, George Carlin.
Ooh. Him and Marx, I see, would have some interesting.
Yeah,
maybe even
debates. They would be exactly 100% on and off each other all the time. That's
a good one.
So that'd be a really weird dinner. And I don't, it would definitely draw an interesting crowd.
I like it. Marks,
What a strange group.
Carlin,
Carlin, and
Jim Morrison.
and Jim Morrison. That's it.
Well, you kicked
Oh,
your wife
there's
out.
4? I
Yeah.
kicked my wife out, so I need 4.
Yeah.
I thought I was part of the 4, table of 4.
that's
all
true.
right, so I wouldn't want to eat with me, though. That'd be not an interesting human being. What are we doing here? All right. I got to do another one like Carlin. I got to keep the comedian thing. I like the idea of having comedians there, but I got to do like what's the opposite of George Carlin for comedy.
My wings. These wings got my cheeks.
They're getting you. They're getting you.
Just wait.
So-
the wings of the wine.
I might do. God, who's the cheesiest comedian of all time?
Carrot Top.
Maybe Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Let's bring Gallagher in there. Gallagher. It's a terrible decision, but I'm here for it.
He brings a trunk full of. He has this great clip about the English language, like comb, and he flips it down, bomb,
Yeah.
home, and all that. They're all spelled differently. He's like,
I'm familiar.
You know that clip?
I think I saw it actually recently.
Well, it's coming up on your Instagram feed later, so
'Cause we're
because we're
talking
talking about it.
Right.
Well, let's talk about something too. I want to talk about this toy drive.
Toy drive. Oh, donate toys at Luna Pizza.
Yep.
Be a good friend.
So this is my buddy Felix made this. Not Felix, Fletcher.
Fletcher made this.
Fletcher, great job, Fletcher. Big toy drive on Saturday, December 9th here. We're doing a coat and toy drive. So please join us. We're going to have a caricature person. We're going to have raffles. We're gonna
What kind of
have,
toys are we looking for?
Unwrapped toys, brand new.
That's
All
fantastic.
toys are benefiting the Wolcott Caring Schools Committee.
Amazing. I love it.
Coats are going to be benefiting the concerned parents of color of Greater Hartford. Scan here for more information. Toy and coat drive here at Luna Pizza this Saturday, 1 to 4. And then if you want to learn more about Friends of Feeney, click here. You want to watch the podcast, click here. You want to purchase some merch, click there. But this is a podcast. This is Fletcher. Good job, Fletcher. Fletcher's grandfather was on the podcast.
No kidding.
Fletcher's grandfather is a Medal of Honor recipient.
Whoa.
Paul Buca, Medal of Honor from Vietnam.
Thank you, Paul.
Saved 20 people. There's only, he ran down through gunfire without his helmet because he was like just focused on saving lives. Saved 20 lives. An amazing person, a hero, a living legend. He's also an all-American swimmer, West Point grad. He was like, now I'm interviewing you. Now I'm interviewing you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty small going into this conversation.
But Paul Buca-
I've done, I help people kind of have some more money.
Yeah.
It's not, I have not saved a lot of lives. Thank you, Paul. For your
Thank you,
service.
Paul. Hero. Toy Drive. Join us. And if you don't mind, I want to just another recommendation. This
Yes.
is Lily and the Egg. Can
Lily
you see that,
and the
Steph? Good. Lily and the Egg. This is an autographed copy.
Ooh.
It's autographed. Eric, thanks for all that you do in our Wolcott and at Wolcott and for our community. I hope this story follows you in your tradition of service for others. Jake, signed by the author. Feeney, you never know when one inspires. Mrs. Abels, character in the book. Dear Mr. Feeney, I hope you like this book. From Lily.
Lily.
Lily signed this book.
It's an autobiography.
Lily and the Egg. It's written in half English, half Spanish.
Oh, that's
So it's great. This is Lily. She finds an egg. Let me see.
What kind of adventures does Lily get herself into?
All right, you're going to find out. Do you
gonna
mind
read
if
the
I
book?
read? This is my third read aloud. So I read That's Okay by Lynn Booth, another coworker of mine. And I read The Crown, Ode to a Fresh Cut during the Melly Mel podcast. I got in a barber's chair. I'm reading a read aloud about a book, Ode to a Fresh Cut.
Okay.
So how a fresh cut makes you feel so good. Mm-hmm. And then That's Okay was a book about autism, and that was during episode 57 with Andrew. And then the Ode to a Fresh Cut was 53. Now I'm reading to you on episode 94.
I love this.
One day, Lily found a blue egg. The egg was alone in the grass. Lily thought, will the egg be okay? Will it hatch?
I wish I had the confidence to slowly read Spanish behind
I
you
know.
quietly, but
I was going to try. I know this one. Lily Y El Huevo. That's the only thing I could say in Spanish. And
I
feel
could
confident
probably,
saying.
The thing is I would read it like with tons of confidence, but I'd get like some words really wrong, and people would be laughing. I don't want to.
And then this is Miss Abels. So Lily lives near Miss Abels. Miss Abels is a kindergarten teacher at our school. Then Miss Abels came along with her dogs. Lily showed her an egg. If it's a blue egg, it's a robin's egg, Miss Abels said. But Lily did not find a nest. Oof. So how do you think Lily's feeling?
Well, she's probably a little distraught, concerned.
Then Mom came. Lily asked Mom, "What shall we do?" "Let it be, don't touch it," said Mom. But Lily touched it because she wanted to see if it was real.
Curiosity is the best of all of us.
Yep. Then Dad came. Lily asked, "Dad, what shall we do?" "Let it be, don't touch the egg," said Dad. But Lily began to build an egg for the new nest. Build the egg a new nest to keep it safe. A home. It's a blue egg.
That is a blue egg. It's a robin's egg.
Robin. Did you know robin's eggs are blue?
Well,
Were you listening?
I was paying attention.
Good listener. You're being a great listener.
Thank you.
So it's called slant. Are you sitting up? Are you listening? Slant. SALANT.
Sitting.
Sit up, listen, ask and answer questions, nod your head, and track the speaker. And you're doing all that. You have a nice slant going. Then clouds came and brought rain, Lily thought. Will the egg be okay in the cold rain? Will it be safe? Very concerned.
Yeah, man. Lily is a conscientious human being.
Then the sun came, Lily thought. Will the egg be okay in the hot sun? Will the bird still be born? Asking wonderful questions.
Yeah.
Then Lily found the nest in a tree. A discovery. She saw a robin in it, a beautiful red bird. Lily ran to get the egg. Let's put the egg in the nest. Smart, right?
It's got blue egg, robin.
But look what she
Check it out.
does here. This is great. Lily wrapped the egg in a big green leaf and held it carefully. And then Dad put Lily on his shoulders. And when the mother robin left, Lily reached high above their head and dropped the egg in the nest. You know why she did the leaf?
So she didn't touch the egg. She was told not to touch the egg. I'm following along here. All right.
Was it too late? Would the egg still hatch? Would the baby bird live? Many days went by, and there was still no baby bird.
I'm dripping with anticipation right now.
Dun dun dun. What do you think's gonna happen? Let's hear your predictions.
I feel like this is gonna be a happy outcome. I have high hopes.
Finally, one day, Lily heard a chirp. And another, and another. She called Mom and Dad and her sisters. Let's go see the nest, Lily said. Dad put Lily on his shoulders. Lily saw not one, but 3 baby chicks in the nest. All the eggs had hatched. Yay!
I'm glad they didn't draw that out too much. Not 1, not 2, but just not 1,
Just
but 3.
3.
Let's get to the point. We all know what's coming here, but you got to build it in. Yeah.
What would you name your 3 birds?
Probably Chirpy. And,
Great.
Chirpy, Burpy,
Chirpy, Burpy, and
and Furpy.
and Furpy.
Yeah.
I was thinking Huey, Louie, and Dewey. Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Larry, Moe, and Curly. There we go.
Jabroni, Mahoney, and Baloney.
Okay. I like the rhymes.
All right, so yeah, this is a wonderful book. Thank you, Jake, for signing it. Thank you, Miss Abels, for signing it. And thank you,
for
Lily.
Lily.
Lily's my student.
Lily's your
Lily
student?
also made me this
Lily
wonderful
E.
bracelet
Elquebo.
that says Friends of Feeney.
That is beautiful. Lily. That's a. You know what? Lily's a good egg.
She's a good... Lily, you're a good egg.
All right.
All right, well, thank you for letting me read it. Wonderful book. I feel honored that it's signed by 3 people.
That's amazing.
And this is a true story, because look, there is the actual robin's egg.
Wow. That is. I mean, talk about a happy ending.
And fun fact, great connection. Jake, who wrote this, is a professor of education leadership at guess what school?
Central Connecticut State University. Let's go, Blue Devils. CC.
Central Connecticut State. He teaches diversity, critical thinking, and educational research. Jacob is a U.S. Fulbright scholar. Man, Jacob's doing good things.
Can you stop talking about people who are so much better than me?
Yeah.
While I'm on this podcast.
Medal of Honor recipient, Fulbright scholar, and then there's
Eric.
you.
There's Eric, the 3rd Eric on this podcast.
Yes, Eric Brown.
I'm not even the best at being Eric on this podcast.
So,
All right.
I want to shout out my shirt. National
Mental health
Alliance of Mental Illness. We did 2. We collaborated with them at 2 different events. At the Veterans Memorial Day, we had an ice skating event, free tickets for kids.
I gotta get my kids
We had the a no vaping initiative. We had the firefighters, the police. It was a great event. It was at Veterans. 2 years in a row, we collaborated with the Bridge Family Center. So thank you, Paul Branyard.
Eric, when did you get your girls ice skating?
When?
Yeah, what age?
As soon as possible.
Yeah?
As soon as they can walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm way behind. All right.
They can hold a road cone
A
and
road
skate
cone.
with that.
Okay.
Like the yellow cone.
Yeah, yeah.
Or a crate.
Isn't it orange?
Did I say yellow?
You said yellow.
Orange. It's an orange road cone. So shout out my dude Paul Branyard. If you're ever interested in Paul Branyard, I'm just shout out his number right here. 860-882-8674. Paul Branyard. Again, it's the National Alliance of Mental Illness. How's your mental health?
It's good right now.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work on it.
Yeah. Takes work. It doesn't come around easy. Floats help your mental health. Float 41. Friends help your mental health.
Exercise.
Exercise is very important. I find that's the best thing for me. I always say,
Agreed.
like, muddy water stays stagnant and grows algae. Flowing water is crystal clear, clean, fresh, right? You want to keep moving. You don't want to stagnate. Agree or disagree?
I agree. You got to keep moving. I'm getting a little hot just from these wings.
Oh, I think it's time then. If it's,
Oh well, let's not jump the
it's
gun.
time. It's time.
You know who you should have on this podcast.
Yes, please tell me.
You should have someone. I'm not sure who, but someone come from the Noah Webster house.
Ooh, I would love
They
that.
got a new executive director.
I'm in.
Jeff,
I'm
he's
in.
a good dude. And there's been a lot of change there recently. I'm a trustee there.
Yep.
It's a great organization. The birthplace of Noah Webster, but also the West Hartford Historical Society. So like
Yeah,
everything about this town, there's probably so much cool stuff that can be uncovered on this podcast.
I love it. I'm all for that. So let's hook that up. I will go there.
Be a
Can
good
they
place to do it.
maybe do a tour with the camera and point out some
absolutely.
things, a virtual tour or on the podcast? We'd love to have that. We had Keith McGilvery come to High Meadow Day Camp. I'm going to float for 94. Oh, no, this is 94. Float for 95. Yard Goats, Jeff Dooley, the announcer of the Yard Goats, it's going to be 96.
Fantastic.
Let's go to the Noah Webster house, Noah 97. Can we
I'll-
hook that up?
I'll hook it up. I can hook that
I
up.
learned, I was a 5th grade teacher when I got hired 11 years ago. And I learned the saying, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, at the Noah Webster. Do you know
How
why?
about that? I'm guessing there's a history lesson here.
Upstairs in the room, there's the bed with the strings and the rope, and it was stuffed with hay. So if you left it open, bugs are going to crawl out. So you better tighten up that mattress.
Sleep tight.
Tight. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
That's probably going to haunt me in my dreams tonight.
So when you sleep tonight and you
Yeah.
feel something crawling
You
up
mean
your
when
leg,
I wake up in the middle of the night multiple times?
Yeah. Well, what would be worse? Waking up in the middle of the night to bed bugs or hearing Fuchs' voice on a TV? Ben Fuchs.
What's the difference? Oh, sorry, Ben. I take it back.
As a comedian, that's called a callback.
Yeah.
And you're a financial planner. Fuchs or
Financial planner.
bed bugs. Probably parallel? Similar? Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what though? I gotta admit, I think Fuchs can do more good for you than bedbugs.
Okay. But no, Noah Webster, a phenomenal place. He wrote an important book too.
The Blueback Speller,
Yes.
or the dictionary.
Or the
That too.
So again,
The
back
Webster's
to
dictionary.
so 5th grade, I took the tour. 3rd grade, every 3rd grader from the Rotary Club gets a dictionary
Yeah.
in 3rd grade. So and
That's
then
right. They're working on that right now.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact.
Noah
Now's the
Webster.
time of year. Noah Webster is. There's a reason everything in this town is named the Webster this, the Webster that.
Yeah.
Such a huge impact.
And when are they going to find his finger off the statue, or did they
There's,
just stop trying?
There's a lot of stories about that. I'm going to save that for the podcast.
Okay.
Or I'll leave that for someone else to answer.
So
on the
95,
podcast.
96.
There's some. Does it go back that far?
Maybe. No, I'm just saying that's going to be podcast 97,
right,
actually.
97. Yeah, the finger's gone missing. Is it still gone?
Yeah,
I think
I went to the movies last night. It wasn't there.
Not there. Oh, poor guy.
No Webster. Blueback Speller. That's Blueback Center.
That's right.
No Webster. That's our library, our everything.
Or everything. This town is there's a lot there, and
How long have you been on that board?
I think I joined in 2021.
Now, are you a board of director, or do you have a special role as well?
I'm the
treasurer or
vice chair.
Vice chair.
There's 2 vice chairs, so it's only important enough that there's 2 of us.
How about Kat's mom, Bolton? Is Bolton still over there? Amy Bolton?
Yeah, no, she actually just left recently, but to take a job with the state.
Oh, wow.
But Amy Bolton, she's fantastic.
We connected at one point to get her on at the Webster House.
Yeah,
So,
which would make a lot of sense.
but unfortunately, she's no longer there.
Yeah, she's no longer there as of only a couple months ago.
Oh, wow. What's her state job
We
now?
actually just hired a new director of development there, and yeah, big shoes to fill. She's fantastic. She's a great human being. She's working in. I'd get the title wrong, but I know it has to do with grant writing.
Now,
something
did you
to-
interact with her throughout your time?
Oh yeah, Amy and I are good. Like I did based on the role, but also I just have known Amy from outside the role. So
I was her kid's soccer coach.
her kids. You were. Okay.
And that's why the
Which
kid
one?
went
She's
into
got a
theater.
few.
That's why the kid went into
Is that
theater.
Cat? Yeah.
Cat.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I guess maybe it was my fault. My soccer knowledge ended at like second grade. I was the best kindergarten soccer coach.
Sure.
Motivation,
Yeah.
persistence, perseverance. But
There
then
you
when
go.
you had to find out where to go and
You're just
name
like, I don't know how to
positions,
actually play soccer.
nope,
No,
done.
Okay,
You want to do a cloud of dust of energy and passion and hustle?
Right.
That's me.
Yeah. But if you want like a play,
If you want like a side out of bounds and run a
yeah,
play,
a
and-
corner kick play.
no.
They're
What's a
not the
corner
guy.
kick? What's a corner kick?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm kidding.
The good people.
So you
down
know
there-
Amy well. So
Yeah.
be a good friend is our motto. Pick
Yeah.
up trash, hold the door, give a compliment, be charitable. What makes Amy a good friend?
She will go out of her way to do the right thing, regardless of what the current situation is. She really does look out for other people, and she's just a very thoughtful human being. And I think that it doesn't matter if you're good at something or bad at something. If you're thoughtful and do it with intention, then you're going to do the best version of it that you can do. I always tell my kids that, as long as are you being brave and are you being kind? Everything else is fine,
Yeah.
right? And Amy is someone who's incredibly kind and will also bring up tough conversations. And I mean, talk about a great role model.
That's great.
So
Very
she's
happy to
fantastic.
hear. I just saw her recently. My kids are in theater as well, or the black box theater, they call it, like these 10-minute plays.
Yeah.
And her kid's great.
Central has a good black box theater,
Central.
CCSU. And then also we have a black box theater on Park.
Playhouse on
So
Park.
Playhouse on Park is considered a black box theater.
No kidding.
Because
Shout out.
It's all dark and square. That's the idea there.
That's where we hosted our 50th podcast.
I
live.
hope I'm right, by the way, because I'm not one to speak about theater. I enjoy the
It
theater.
looks like a black box
but
theater.
yeah.
If not, you still brought it up, so we
Yeah.
can talk about it.
Tracy.
Tracy's fantastic.
Yeah.
Our 50th
Shout out.
podcast was there.
Okay.
I interviewed quickly with Tracy, learned about her nonprofit and the Playhouse on Park. Came out singing the Mr. Rogers theme song.
There you go.
And then in February, save the date, or please pay attention. We don't know the date yet. It's either going to be February 12th or 13th.
Okay.
The 100th podcast.
Oh boy.
Live. Food sponsored by Doro. Are you going to come?
I mean, I
Feeney,
will plan
Playhouse.
on coming. What I should say is that that's first of all, it's like Valentine's Day. But what better way to celebrate love than watching Feeney talk to someone else? And also, my wife is due February 28th, but it is scheduled to happen on the 21st. That is pretty darn close.
And it's
So-
the third one.
It's the third one.
It's
So
coming out. Yeah, you won't be there.
I probably won't. I'd love to. I'd love to.
Let's have one for Eric. Let's, cheers. Cheers. Again, cheers for a wonderful conversation. Episode 94.
All right.
We had wings.
We got wings.
I gave some recommendations. Are there some recommendations that you'd like to share?
Sheesh. I mean, I mentioned a couple people you should have on. I should shout out to. I know you recently had Avi. I would just recommend knowing Avi. We were talking earlier about, we never brought it up here, Matt Banover.
Ooh, Matt.
Matt Banover is a lot of things.
Episode 6.
Episode 6.
Feeney Talks with Friends.
He comes back. He should come back.
Okay.
Bard's Clothing. Telling your story through clothing. Matt Banover is a storyteller, an artist, a clothier, clothing designer. He has helped me understand what first impressions mean and how I'm making them, even whether I want to or not. He makes some incredible handmade, all made in the USA, sourced locally, ethical treatment of every person in the process, right? Which isn't inexpensive, but it will last forever, and it's really good stuff. But that said, he's also a consultant. He will help you understand how to tell your story, and he's just an incredible human being that he really cares about what he's doing, full of passion. So if you're one of these people that that what you're wearing every day matters, and people are making this first impression, and it's really important to you, I totally recommend reaching out to him.
And he also will go through your closet.
He will. So I hired him for what's called a wardrobe consultant. He'll come to your closet, just get rid of your shame. Let him go through your closet. He pointed out, and he would be very proud of me right now because my shirt is not blue. He went through my closet.
What's up, buddy?
Helping me understand, okay, what are. First of all, before going through my closet, he spent a half an hour with me just asking questions, getting to know who I am, what I care about, what I'm trying to become, what's the story I'm trying to tell. Help me, articulate that. And then went through my closet and helped me recognize, okay, what are you doing here? How are you properly representing yourself? He helped me get over the whole, and this is, financial advisors are particularly bad at this, but all business guys are bad at this. He's just okay, so wearing a suit without a tie isn't business casual. It's just lazy. Right?
Ooh.
Really? But you can wear a jacket and a shirt and pants without a tie and design it intentionally to tell the story you're trying to represent that's not too posh, it's not too polished. And one of the things that I learned is there's a right time to wear a tie, but if it's not one of those times, I probably shouldn't wear one. I'm a little too casual for that. It's just not who I am. And it's not genuine. So he's taught me so much about how to, and I feel terrible right now that I am not in any way dressed when I know I'm going to be on video in a way that properly tells my story, because I didn't really think about this when I got ready this morning. But yeah, just in terms of being able to come out and present yourself the right way, he's fantastic.
No, we had a great conversation
Yeah.
with him. Episode 6. I was still rusty new.
Sure.
This is 94. This one's, I'm so much better now.
1994?
1994.
Good year.
94.
Episode 94, I know.
And he's
You
episode
are
6.
a polished product right now.
Man, it's like,
A moneymaker.
and storyteller. I did a speak up in New Haven, and he went and checked me out because he loves storytelling. I told an 8-minute story of when I got beat up by a guy with no arms and no legs. Matt was there in New Haven. Bard means storyteller. Learned that episode 6.
Yeah.
Should have known that before, but
You learn things.
yeah, learn something
Every now and then I see something on social media where someone brings up the word Bard in context. And no matter what it's about, I share it with him as if someone he hasn't already gotten it 37 times. And he always pretends to be interested.
He's like,
so
"Oh,
I
that's-
appreciate it.
thanks."
Thank you, Matt. Yeah.
Any questions for me? Shout out to Matt B, though. Again,
Shout out.
Eric B, Matt B. You guys should
Eric
start
B,
a
Matt B. I'm the second Eric B. fan of it. It's just not
Eric Brown. Shout out to Eric Brown and West
Shout out to
Hartford
Eric
Lock.
West Hartford Lot. Good people.
Let's do a couple more.
Yuri Katowitz over there
Yo,
doing great
Yuri.
things.
Luna,
Luna Pizza.
DirectLine Media.
That's Friends of Feeney.
Oh.
Johnny's
It
Jog.
was a test. Seeing if you're paying attention.
Yeah, sure. Cody. Good people.
Oh, this is for you.
Good people over there.
Tom Feeney sent you.
Good coffee.
Oh, here we go.
I still get their home delivery.
It's for you. Free pour and an app from a Friends of Feeney guest.
Hey,
For you.
For me?
From Cody, from you to me.
To Cody?
We got
Cody.
Roasting and Brewing.
16-ounce pour.
Brook Off. Great podcast. Episode 62.
Broke
The
off.
Fix across the street. You ever get a Fix?
I haven't yet. No.
That's a full day. You get the Fix and a float.
Yeah? Ooh,
Oh,
People's Bank.
people's
People's Bank. Yeah.
They're great.
AK? KA. There it is. Keating Agency
Brian
Insurance.
Keating.
Shout out to the whole Keating family.
You ever go to Parkville Market?
Love Parkville.
Hello. And then last but not least,
DirectLine
Dave.
Media. Who's that?
Who that?
Direct-
Dave.
Dave.
We did some sponsors. All right.
The sponsors. We got them all in. I'm
So
going to
now-
Weha.
Oh, and we forgot to mention, this is Crazy Questions, sponsored by Donut Crazy.
Oh, yes.
What's your favorite donut?
Oh, I'm a cake donut guy, I think. Maybe a blueberry cake donut?
Cake donut, he says. All right, but we're adding a new element to our Crazy Questions section. This is when it gets crazy.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
This is shout out to Hot Ones.
That one's,
The bomb's going to be the last one. You're going to die.
Yeah.
Your face is melting off. You ever see Indiana Jones? When the character's face melts off, that's going to be you.
Thank you.
Whiskey Smoke Ghost.
Looking forward to that.
Oh, boy.
All right, ghost pepper, I'm guessing.
And we're going to start with the Los Calientes.
Los Calientes.
The hot ones. The spices, I
The
guess.
spices.
All right.
Sounds
So
like a bad
this is
stomach
called
condition.
Hot Ones. Shout out to your boy Avi and Jorge. Episode
Avi and
91,
Jorge.
we did a wing fundraiser. Avi
Yeah.
raised $20,000 for the American Cancer Society.
Avi is an inspiration.
And at the end of Hot Ones, they do a last dab. So as you can see, Hot Ones. This is seen in Hot Ones. And I don't know if you're into spices and how many, no.
I mean, I'm learning. I'm here. I'm
Where are
pretty sure when you invited me on, you didn't tell me this was going to happen.
This is only number 4 on the
It's
list.
a very litigious world we live in.
Yes, sue me.
Be careful.
This one, this is grilling and chilling, smoky notes,
Grilling and-
Chipotle.
All right.
All right, so we'll do a last dab.
Chipotle. All right, that's cheesy. All right,
Last
we can do
dab.
Chipotle. I could do that. All
We'll
right.
do a little dab.
Just a little dab.
Remember, this is only
All right.
my dab,
Let's see.
and then we'll get into the crazy questions. We'll do a few, then we'll do another dab, and then we'll do some more crazy questions.
I'm not
Cheers
putting this
to
much
a-
on after we do this.
No, yeah, this one could work. Okay,
Smoky Chipotle. Easy.
I'm starting you slow. Oh, that's cake.
Oh, okay.
Are you cool?
Is that the question?
Yeah.
You know, that question's kind of a trap.
Are you cool?
No one
you
who's
modest?
cool.
Are
No
you
one
humble?
who is cool would ever call themselves cool. Listen, I think that I can be fun to be around, but yeah, I often say
Come on,
about
you're
my
cool.
work.
You're
I
cool.
often say about my work. I take what I do seriously. I don't take myself seriously.
Who's your favorite YouTuber?
I have no idea.
What do you like to eat? Yes. What do you like to eat?
God, I always like my next favorite food is the one I haven't tried yet.
What's your favorite color?
Blue
Would you rather eat candy or chips?
chips.
Do you know Albert Einstein?
Do I know who he is, or do I know him personally?
Do you know who he is?
Yes,
Do you have a wife?
I do.
Do you watch TikTok?
No, I am an adult. I watch reels on Instagram.
Yes, like a real man.
Yeah,
That are recorded from TikTok.
yeah, they're TikToks, but I watch them as reels.
Do you
on
love
Instagram.
money?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. It's important
How much money have you made?
in my life.
Yeah.
Oh man, question. Good question.
How long have you been working for a banker?
For a banker, I haven't.
When did you start working for this job?
Last year, December.
How many investments have you made?
Countless.
How many
A lot.
clients do you have?
In the hundreds.
Wow.
Low hundreds.
How much money do you make a year? You don't have to answer
Yeah, I'm
that.
not gonna do that.
Would you rather eat pizza or cake?
Pizza.
Who's better, you or Feeney?
Me.
Do you like ice cream?
Yes.
Do you like dogs?
Yeah, I have a dog.
Would you rather eat ice cream that tastes like pizza or pizza that tastes like ice cream?
Pizza that tastes like ice cream.
All right, ready for another dad. Round 2.
Let's go. Let's go round 2.
So we're going hot sauce, whiskey smoke, ghost. See, the ghost is kind of scaring me.
Yeah.
Not a fan of ghost.
I'm afraid of ghosts. That's too
afraid
much. It's gonna hurt.
Who's afraid of them ghosts? All right, ghost. Whiskey ghost. Do you taste the whiskey?
Need some Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Immediately.
already hit the tongue heavier.
Shouldn't have. There's too much on there. Have you had this before?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
First time having that one.
Okay.
I already could tell another
it's
tear
not as
up.
bad as I thought it was going to be at this point. Like, I thought I'd be crying. It's hot. It hurts, but I'm okay
It
right
hit
now.
harder. It hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fight a tiger or a crocodile?
No.
Would you rather have a baby or a pet?
Baby.
How old are you?
38.
Do people work with you?
Yes.
How many?
One as a coworker, hundreds as clients.
Nice. Would you rather... okay. You rather be inside or outside?
Outside.
Math or reading?
Math.
Would you rather take money or get money?
Get money.
If you were a teenager, what summer job can you think of having?
A lifeguard.
If you went to the mall, what would you buy?
Pretzel.
When's your birthday?
July 24.
Are you a billionaire?
I am not.
Are you a fiduciary?
I am.
Yo, third grade.
Great
Fiduciary.
question. Who asked that question?
A+ for you.
Whose mom or dad asked that question?
Are you a fiduciary? Am I saying that right?
You got it right the second time around, yeah.
Fiduciary. Fiduciary.
Fiduciary.
Fiduciary. What does that mean for those that are listening at home?
It means you have a legal obligation to do what's in someone else's best interest.
Very good. In regards to money, right? Or no?
Generally speaking,
no?
but so as a trustee at the Noah Webster House, I have a fiduciary responsibility at the Noah Webster House about decisions that go beyond money.
True.
So,
All right. Why should I invest my money with you?
you
Yeah.
or whoever asked that,
We'll say me.
because I'm better than you. It's already been established.
True. All right. How many bank accounts do you take care of?
How many bank accounts? Only my own, but that's like 9.
Which bank account has the most money?
My tax savings account.
Do you like your job?
Yeah, I do.
If you added up all your bank accounts, how much money would it be?
I'm definitely not going to say that.
Good job. Eric Bergenn. Let me see how many we got left, and then we'll get into... Okay.
Oh boy, are we doing it? I'm somewhat recovered. I'm not going to put as much on this one. I don't think.
I mean, you do you. It's
I'm
the last
afraid.
dab. It's the bomb,
Last
bro.
dab.
Avi did it.
Let me get it. I bet he did.
Have
Avi is a better man than me in most ways. He does Ironmans.
We could take Buffalo. They already have Buffalo on them. Or you want to go plain?
I'll go playing. Let's go playing.
The bomb, baby. It's the bomb, baby.
Oh, look at all this. Oh.
If you're going to beat a bomb, beat a bomb.
Oh God. This. Oh, my
see.
apologies to my future kids for the effect this will have on my legacy.
Does it kill brain cells, you think? Does this change your DNA?
I got to imagine.
Well, again, it was nice talking with you. It's the
Nice to know
bomb.
you.
You want to give it a minute?
Let that one cook.
They are what? No. Oh, yeah. Great.
I think I just felt my soul leave my body.
Oh. All right. It's not that...
I
For
feel
some
like-
reason.
I feel like it's not that bad, right?
See, the anticipation, the build-up, the hype. All right, let's do another one.
All right.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
We're spicing up. Yeah, this bomb might be.
It's hitting. No, it's hitting a little. It's
I definitely have some sweat coming in. Nose is starting to run. Sweat's coming in.
All right, we'll do a little bit more bomb. Let's do one more bomb.
All right, one more bomb. I like it.
Let's do
Feel the pain. Feel the pain.
Get your bomb.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Oh yeah, it hurts.
Now we're bombing up the Buffalo. Oh boy.
We're putting bomb on bomb.
Ooh. I feel that pain. Oh, that's way too much.
At least with the flats, we can get it all in at once.
Got to do the flats. Would you rather have a cat or a dog?
Dog.
Pizza or tacos?
Oh boy, tacos.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be? Ooh, okay, that's in the mouth now. A little better.
Flying. Yeah.
Horses or llamas?
Llama.
Would you ever have a lot of money or no money?
A lot of money.
Do you like your job?
Yes.
Do you know how to play basketball?
I do.
Are you famous?
Maybe after this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Would you rather eat pizza forever or tacos forever?
Oh, I guess. Oh, tacos forever.
Chick-fil-A or McDonald's?
No, thank you.
Either or?
Neither.
Big house or small house?
Small house.
Ooh. How much money do you have? Favorite color? These guys got a lot. Do you know Eric Feeney?
I do.
Woo.
Oh.
All right.
We should have done the second one. I would do the second one. We didn't have to do the second one.
Now the sweat's coming. Kobe, Jordan, or LeBron?
Oh, God, Jordan. That wasn't a hard question. I was just reacting to the heat.
Biggie or Tupac?
I feel like it's an unfair question because no one ever knows what Tupac could have amounted to. So Biggie,
Biggie as well.
because I got more.
All right, hot ones. Crazy Donuts.
Crazy Donuts.
We learned about
Donut
your.
Crazy.
We had don't forget the toy drive on Saturday. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Oh, and thank you. I got a gift for you. Another gift.
Another gift.
Look at that.
Let's
This
have
is
a
classic
Commerce.
throwback.
Look at this thing.
Throw that on. Let's see how it looks.
Oh. I'll give it to that. I have a huge head, so I got to loosen this thing up. How'd I do?
Boom. Looking
Yeah?
good. Looking good.
Oh. I don't feel good. I got to be honest. Oh, man.
All right.
Feeney,
Any closing remarks?
I don't
My
know
nose is running.
why you did this to me. And I may never forgive you for this.
You did hot ones.
But thank you for having me on. Obviously, anyone that's watching this probably already knows this. But check out friendsoffeeney.com. I might get some of my business, clients, whatever, to check it out. But I want people to know how much Friends of Feeney does for the community. Eric Feeney is a true gem. And what he's put together does amazing things. There's a reason so many people are behind it. There's a reason you see the stickers all over town. There's a magnet on my car too. Be a good friend. Check out Friends of Feeney. Give what you can. They're helping out people in your local community that are affected by heartbreak and tragedy, and you just can't do better things than that. So
right.
that's all I got to say about that.
Smash that subscribe button on Feeney Talks with Friends and check us out on www.friendsoffeeney.com.
Yeah.
Thank you for that plug.
Like this episode and don't like Chris Clarke's
Yes,
episode anymore.
Eric needs 37 likes, 38
38
likes.
likes.
All right, on three, we'll say be a good friend. 1, 2, 3. Be a good friend.